Welcome viewers, welcome to another session of SAP UI5. My name is Sanju Thomas and I am SAP UI5 developer and I will be a mentor for today's session. And in today's session we will be covering containers and layouts. So in my previous videos we have already covered SAP UI5 introduction and installation part. Then we have covered project structuring and defining the UI controls. So in this particular session we will be covering the containers and layouts. If you haven't watched my previous videos, do watch it so that you will get a clear idea what we will go in this video. So if you haven't watched my videos, please go through the URL. I am placing the URL in the description tabs here. And also go through my tutors, SAPUI5tutors.com. That's my personal blog on SAP UI5. It will also allow you to get a clear idea what SAP UI5 is and all about it. So in today's session we will be covering three main portions: container controls and icon explorer, and third is the layouts. So let's start with the containers. What is container? Container in UI5 are special controls that can contain other controls or other containers. Now simply just look at it in the explode section what SCP offers. So this is the explode, SAP UI5 explode. Let's just search for containers. So there is a huge list of containers that SAP UI5 offers. So some of the most popular one are page control, scroll containers, split containers, panels, and the most popular one is icon tab bar. So in this particular video I will be covering icon tab bar. Here it is. Let's take a look at it. Here it is: about, samples, properties, aggregation, events. Icon tab bar controls represent a collection of tabs with associated content. Icon tab bar covers following use cases: filter, there is only one main content for all tabs, normal tab bar, and all combination of above. So let's just take a sample here. Properties, here are some properties here: aggregations, events. Let me just show you what it looks like. It's just simply as that: about, sample. This is a tab container in which there are three tabs here, the fourth one also. Let me just show you in Eclipse through coding. This is our previous example here. This is the output of the previous example. There is an image, there's an input box, there's a button, there's a label. So in this particular video I will be implementing an icon tab bar. Let's just start with it. So the first tab will contain image, input, and button that we are seeing here. This will be all in a one tab, and in the second tab I will place a simple form that is to show you how layouts works. So we are covering three portions here, as I told you: containers, icons, and layouts. So let's just start with the container. First I will show you how to implement icon tab bar. Here's the code. First there is an app, then there is a pages tab, then there's page tag in which I have mentioned the title. Also in the content of the page I have mentioned the icon tab bar. I have given the ID, and in the icon tab bar I have mentioned the icon tab filter. So in the items section I have mentioned the icon tab filter. Let's just copy it. I'm going to paste it here. So here it is. Now in the icon tab filter I will take image, input, and button, and I will just close it. Okay, it's done. So let me just save it. Okay, there is some problem here. Okay, I have closed this icon tab filter here. I haven't closed items, icon tab bar, content, page, pages, app. I will just close it them too. Items, icon tab bar, app, pages. I have to close all of them. Now I'm saving it. Now let me just run the app. So here it is. Here's the title of the page. Here the first tab is here, and in this particular tab I have all this. Now let's just make another tab under filter tab. Let me just copy it, or is it there? No, it isn't there. Okay, let me just copy it. Copy, and after here ID, I'm taking the ID different here, and also the text here different. I will just close this one too. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's just now beautify this content. So for that I will just press Control Shift and Control and A to select whole, and now Control Shift and F to beautify it, and just now save it. Now let's just run the app again. So this time there is two tabs. In the first tab there is the image input and the button, and the second tab it's empty. Now we have covered the container portion. Now let me just show you the icon explorer. So this is the icon explorer here offered by SAP itself. Now what I will do is implement a simple icon here in the button so that you may get clear. So let's just take an example here. So this is the icon explorer. Icon explorer is basically a collection of searchable and categorized icons. So this one, play. I will select this one and I will use it in the our application near the button. Inside the button I will use this icon. So where is our icon? Where is our button here? It is here. So now let me just copy it from here. Icon. So I will just rename this what I have used there. I have used play here, so I will just name it as play. So that's it, I suppose. So it's done. Now let's just run the app. So here it is. The button has appeared, and in it we have mentioned our icon. We could also change the color, size and all of the icon. So that's just simple. I'm not going to change the size and all. I'm just going forward with this lesson. So we have covered the first and the second portion, that is containers and icons. In the third portion we will cover the layout. And for the layout I will just tell you about layouts. In this particular app we will add several rows with the labels and inputs, where labels will be right aligned and the inputs would be left aligned. So UI5 has provided us with several layout controls which can be used in containers to arrange the controls. So we will be taking a simple layout example here. Let me just show you. So this is the most basic one, simple form. We will be using this one as an example in this particular session. It has several properties, aggregations, association. Let me just show you. how to implement the simple form. So here I have created the another icon tab filter which was empty. So in this particular icon tab filter I will use my simple form. So for that I will use particular code here. I will just copy it, paste it here. So this is the form, simple form. I have provided the ID, title as address, and in this form content I have used many labels and input. The labels are used as name, and I have used I18 for that. I will be using I18 for this, and the values are coming from the other JSON file that I will show you just now. So there are many labels and input. For a particular label there is a particular input for that. So if we have to use simple form, we have to mention its library also. So we will mention its library here. So the libraries that we will be using here is sap.ui.layout and sap.ui.layout form. So we have to use this. Okay. Now what we have to do is, we have named it from I18, so we have to maintain the I18 for this. So what I am going to do is, so I have this I18 content here. I'm copying it from here and I'm pasting it here. So name, street, flight number, pin code, city and country, that we have used it here. Name, street, flight number, pin code, city and country. So that's it. I'm saving it. Now I have to maintain a particular JSON file for this. So I have to build a JSON file for this. So I am taking from it here address.json and copying it here. Let me just show you what's inside it. So this is a JSON file. I have mentioned the name, street, house number, zip, pin code. What is zip code, city, country. Fine. Now I have added this address.json, but I haven't mentioned it in the manifest file. For that particular purpose, what I have to do is open this manifest file. Let me just show you how it looks like now, right now, our application. So the address is the form is here, simple form is here. The name has been binded. All these text, UI text from I18 has been binded, but the values haven't been binded here. For that particular purpose, what we will do here is, we haven't mentioned the model in manifest.json file. So we will mention this, file it here. This is the code for this. Don't get me wrong, I am copying it from the file. I'm just saving the time, nothing else. Now we will paste it here. So that's done. It is similar to as any other model. We have mentioned the address name here, we have mentioning the type here, we have mentioning the path where our address.json file is located. So I will just save it. Now we will run the application. So that's it. The form has been populated, the name has been populated, and every other input field has been populated. So that was all about layouts. Let me just show you. So in this particular session, what we have covered is three portions: containers, that I have showed you with the icon tab filter, and the other session that we have covered is the icons. I showed it you how icons work, and the third thing we have covered is layouts. So with this we have finished this session. So in the next session what we will cover is SAP Web IDE. That is the most important portion of SAP UI5 and Fiori development. SAP has provided its own Web IDE, so we will be taking a look at Web IDE, and I will just tell you what SAP Web IDE is all about and how to set up Web IDE. So that was for today, and if you like my video, please give a thumbs up, and do subscribe my videos. Do subscribe my channel SAPUI5 Tutors, and comment down your views regarding this videos. And that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.